We all
Good to go.
All right, the August 24th Middlebury Town Council meeting will be called to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Kent Kaufman,
Here.
Gary Kripe,
Here.
Carl Miller,
Here.
Kevin Miller,
Here.
and Mike Holloway is absent, as well as Jackson Beck.
Correct. At this time, we'll open the floor for public comments.
Pam Kaiser, Middlebury. My comments today are in response to the discussion regarding oaths at the previous council meeting. Contrary to the information presented, Indiana law does not permit the town to shift responsibility for compliance. Obtaining copies from office holders does not establish the oaths were timely deposited with the county clerk as required by law. If the clerk has no record of them, the personal copies alone do not prove compliance. It is important because the county clerk is where the APRA requests for an oath is made. Per the town clerk, oaths of office for town council members are filed with the county clerk per Indiana code, which confirms that the county clerk's copy provides proof of meeting the 30-day statutory deadline. An excuse was made that the problem was the former county clerk. I will remind you that the current clerk had all 5 of the Bristol oaths, 4 of which were filed with the former clerk. Although your attorney indicated the clerk's filing stamp is not legally required, it verifies that the oath meets the statutory requirements. Failure to properly file can result in the office becoming vacant. I have yet to hear from the attorney on the following. Have properly signed and certified oaths been submitted to the clerk? Does the failure to timely deposit these oaths cause any council seats to become vacant or under Indiana law? Does a late filing legally cure the noncompliance? What effect, if any, does the failure have on actions taken by an improperly seated member? And may the affected member continue performing official duties while the matter remains unresolved? I contend that having a copy of an oath with the county clerk is absolutely critical to preserving records. Washing your hands of any responsibility is simply gaslighting. I originally requested your oaths to verify what they said. You swore to support the Constitution, which secures my right to speak freely. Government can only secure or violate free speech. It never grants it. You appear to be more concerned about town council rules hanging on the wall than the Constitution to which you swore an oath. At the end of June, 2 council members did not have valid oaths. One member had to fill out a new one because there was no record of an existing oath. And the other only had an oath for his previous term. Councilman Kripe laughed when I said that I am not an elected official and therefore not held to the same standard as all of you. The disregard shown in handling the oaths is contrary to the oath you swore to uphold. It's sad to me that attorneys are used to cover for violations in the law instead of making sure this board follows the law. The town needs to address these violations. Thank you for your time in this matter.
Any other comments? All right, we'll move on to expense vouchers.
I'll make a motion that we approve for this disbursement the expense vouchers as presented.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unfinished business, agreement with Avon Marsh for emergency response plan and cyber incident response plan.
So did you guys get
Yes.
and had a chance to review it? Did you have any questions about it?
Go ahead.
Oh,
Because I also have Jeff Weaver here too with Avon Marsh.
oh, no, it's more just technical stuff. Several places in here, it talks about a technology steering committee and a town cybersecurity team.
And we have that.
We do?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, that's part of the technology plan that we're working on. And so that's a really important part of what we do, because you can have so many different people go in so many different ways, and it's important to try to be uniform and have an inventory of what you have, so that way you're not overspending
Right.
on stuff. So we've met once to kind of go through an outline of how, like, what will be included in each meeting. And then this next meeting, I think it's in September, if I remember right, September, that will like actually will have gathered like information of what like programs that we have and different things, and then what computers we have, all that kind of stuff. So that way we can make good decisions going forward
Yeah.
on our needs.
I just never heard
Yep.
those titles used
It-
before,
it-
so.
It's all been started because of, the GIS and trying to like
Right.
pull all of that together. So that's a big part of it.
Mhm.
And that's helpful with what we need to do with like the cyber attack. It kind of all pulls together.
Mhm.
So, and this contract would be a time and material contract.
Right.
So, and not to exceed the 47,000. It could be, quite a bit less. I don't know where we're going to land. It's something that we need to do though. If we would ever get attacked, or if we ever had a tornado or whatever, we just don't have a document that's on the shelf that you could go to that says, okay, here's the standard operating procedures. Boom, boom, boom. This is what you need to do. I mean, I think anytime we think that we might get a spam email, we're like, what do we do?
Right.
So it gives us that baseline of what we need to do, who we need to report to. If it is something serious, you need to Indiana Office of Technology. We have to submit to them. There's just different things that it would be nice to have. Well, we're required to have that outlined. There's a lot more to it than just that. Do you want to explain any?
No, that's,
You're good.
yeah, I'm good. The other question I had, it says under the exclusions, it said procurement of software, hardware, or cybersecurity tooling and licenses. What kind of expense could we or might we expect from those items, if any?
Jeff Weaver with Avon Marsh. Most of the expenses would come from third-party vendors. If you did something like penetration testing, they would actually perform the testing on your system for you, and there might be an expense incurred from that.
Mhm.
That's not a requirement at the time, but that would be the type of testing
Outside of the,
outside of the contract. Yeah,
Contract.
it's not something that we would be able to perform.
okay.
Would that be covered as the total of the 47,000, or would that be additional cost in addition to the 47,000?
In addition to, there is no requirement though from the state right now for that type of testing. But if it was decided that the town needed that type of testing, that would be in addition to.
And
There are actually some places, the state's IoT can actually perform some of that for free, but it takes a while. So
I was literally just going to say that, so thank you. That I do know.
So there potentially could be
potentially could be
an
some
additional
Yeah.
cost in
yeah.
addition to the
If it's
47,000.
not something that we can perform.
And there's always going to be the cost because of the computers that everybody's using, like PD's got how
Right.
many, 10, 12 of them, not counting the ones in the building. So, yeah, they're always
There's
gonna
always
get
going to be
upgraded.
expenses from
Yeah,
that.
because they're gonna get improvements, and so you're never
Well,
gonna get away from it.
And the way that they're putting this together, they're putting it together so that way that we can continue to update it instead of having a consultant
Right.
do it. So I think that's really important. Like, I want it to be a living document so that way it's something that I regularly go to.
Review every
Yep.
6 months or a year or whatever.
And by by gathering all this information, we're also looking to see if we can consolidate some of our different subscription services that we have.
Oh,
Or see if we really don't need this one because this actually can do what this one that we already have does, kind of thing. So we're looking for duplicates in that matter with some of it as well.
oh, good.
To piggyback off of Councilman Kaufman's, there were potential reimbursement expenses, mileage, meals, lodging. Again, is that in addition to the 47,000?
No, that would be.
Included
This is a
in,
not
into
to
the,
exceed 47,000.
Okay.
Including expenses and overhead.
okay. I'm sorry, were you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I noticed if the staff here has any issues regarding questionable billing, that there's only a 10-day period. Are you guys okay with that 10 days? To me, it seems like it should be more like 30 days, but if,
I review invoices
as soon as they come in, so 10 days is not out of the realm of possible.
It's within 24 hours. I've looked at them and then pushed them off to Jesse. So if there is an issue,
Okay, it gets addressed right away. Thank you. Jeff, you said something about third parties, and in this climate, you hear about, cyber breach here and cyber breach there. Because you guys, and please understand, this is definitely, I think, something that's definitely needed. But if you guys are using third party, how are we protected if they get attacked by like a cyber incident or something? And what kind of notification comes back to us? Is it 24 hours, 48 hours? I mean, how soon would we be notified if there were a cyber breach from a third party vendor or something?
Sure. As far as the timing, that would depend on the type of attack, but I will say that nothing within this contract requires us to be connected directly to your system.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that would be the first thing. And then, yeah, we are working very closely with Atlas and are very aware of these types of things. And we do have an MSP. We're actually we're a technology company within Evan Marsh, so it's actually Axia.
Okay.
And we do have those types of capabilities to check and make sure
Okay.
that any type of testing is completed.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion that we approve the agreement between Avon Marsh for Emergency Response Plan and Cyber Incident Response Plan as presented.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
All right. Announcements. Park Board Special Meeting, August 26th at 10 a.m. here at the Town Hall. Middlebury Redevelopment Commission Meeting, August 27th at 7 a.m. here at the Town Hall. Elkhart County Regional Sewer District Meeting, September 2nd at 5 p.m. at the Public Services Building. Elkhart County Redevelopment Commission Meeting, September 3rd at 2 p.m. at the Public Services Building. Middlebury Tree Board Meeting, September 3rd at 7 p.m. at the Town Hall. Town offices will be closed September 7th to observe Labor Day. The next Town Council meeting will be September 8th, which is a Tuesday, at 6 p.m. here at the Town Hall. And we are adjourned.